Hey cousins, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications so you can be alerted every time I go live or post a video. And meet me down in the comment section at the end of the video and give me your thoughts and opinions. And welcome to the family. If you're an OG cousin, welcome back. Well, y'all, so if you're not on TikTok, Peach McIntyre have been the topic of discussion for the last couple weeks on TikTok after her video she made down in a young lady about the press-on nails. And an old video was dredged up of her talking about people working 9 to 5s, people on welfare, people are broke. And it just baffles me how someone who is on Section 8, 24, and 52 themselves receiving food stamps for her and her kids and paying $0 in bills while laid up with a man will fix their mouths to come out here and now belittle someone else who's getting a step up in life. She got this platform. She had the opportunity to get this platform and make a better life for herself, which I commend her for. But it shouldn't be a stage for you to come out here and tear down the same people in the same place that you were once in. She says she's a hustler, but that didn't scream hustle when you were laying on your back making all those kids. I feel like if it wasn't for this social media, you would be ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You're not a good businesswoman. You already said that out your own mouth. But anyway, I'm going to give y'all a breakdown of how I feel at the end of the video. But we're going to roll some of her videos. And I kind of went down the rabbit hole after I heard that and started looking at some of her videos. Some are old, some are new. And I was just disgusted by how nasty she really is. And so I'm going to play some of those videos for you. And you already know I'm going to be giving commentary throughout the video as well. That's how we got to do it. So we're going to roll with it.
Humble because you can lose it all. I lost it all. I ain't got it now. I got repo. I don't got $1 million in the bank. And I'm still not humble. I would never be humble. That's for y'all. I keep telling y'all. I'm so different. I've been the black sheep my whole life on both sides of my family because I think different. I'm not like y'all project fake Christian assholes. Y'all hating ass grandmammy went to church. She only go because she really want to fuck pastor and she hate on first lady, right? But your
one thing I cannot stand is an individual who's not humble. Okay? You started off the video by saying you're not a millionaire no more. Your car got repoed. That's because God humbled you. The humbleness is for you, honey. To be humble is someone who is not proud and haughty. Okay? Someone who is meek. God blesses those who are not self-righteous. And he has sit you down. See, he's given her signs throughout her life, like her losing all her money, her car. But she won't get the hint. God will sit you down when you won't shut up.
hating ass grandmama went to church and she went every Sunday, but she still was a hater. She was praying to God to do something for her, but faith without works is what? Dead. That one ain't put in no work. She been in the projects 30, 40, 50 years. Your man been on Section 8 20, 30, 40 years. You on government assistance right now with no plan to get out. I am not like y'all. I did not like that lifestyle, got out. They hated me for it. Number two.
You didn't like that lifestyle and got out. No, you were willing to bury your soul and everybody around you soul on social media for some money. You was willing to do some strange things for a little piece of change and sold your soul for some money. And you had no choice but to get off. You said you made your first million in 2000. What was it? I don't remember what year she said she made her first million. You had no other choice but to get off of Section 8 at that point, honey.
When other people in the family got stuff or the neighbors got nice stuff, your grandmammy with her hating ass got mad and was like, God gonna humble her. She thinks she all that because she got a new car. God gonna humble her. Bitch, we
It is not God going to humble you because you have something new. It's the way you act towards people when you get something new. When you start putting people down because you feel like you're doing better than them now, that's when people start saying God's going to humble you. Most people are not jealous, hating on you about doing anything because the same thing you're doing, everybody else can do. You're not special.
call that spells. We call them prayers. I call it verbal voodoo. Your grandmammy was a hating asshole. She passed it on to your mammy and it passed on to you. So I hope watching this video will help you change and stop being a pussy ass hating asshole and trying to do verbal voodoo. God is not gonna give you a bunch of shit and then say, "Oh, I'm gonna take it away because you're not humble."
God will give you a bunch of stuff. And if you don't appreciate it, and then you want to act like you're better than, and you don't give the praises to Him, He will take it back from you and sit you down and make you reflect on what you had and what you did to lose it.
Meaning, I'm gonna take it away because other motherfuckers feel less than because they won't do the work. Meanwhile,
that is not why it's taken away. She refuses to take accountability for her own actions because what somebody else is saying about her is not making her lose anything. Maybe a little bit of sleep.
You teach them how to do it for $1.77 right now. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. I literally will teach you how to edit from your smartphone, do YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and
everybody don't want to do social media. Everybody don't have the entrepreneurial mindset and they're okay with going to work, living a simple life, working 9 to 5, taking care of their family. Not everybody want to come on here and do the unthinkable and the imaginable to make a couple dollars. You sold your soul to social media.
Make YouTube thumbnails for $1.77. There's nobody else that will do that, especially for that price. But I need to be humble. Sounds like you need to stop being lazy. Peach Patch, now that we're comfortable, I'm going to talk to y'all about what I'm currently going through.
And this is when God said, sit your ass down. I'ma humble you.
In my life, how I fucked my life up and how I plan on fixing it. Because one thing about Peach McIntyre, she does not stay stuck. One thing about Peach McIntyre, she's not afraid to.
She damn sure stay stuck in the number 11, honey. What? That's her business.
Accept accountability and fix it. So for those of you who don't already know, I made over $1 million last year from my business and with content creating. And I went broke from gambling.
And you jacked it all off in the casino. God is not the only one that blesses. The devil blesses as well.
I gambled everything I worked hard for. I also gave away a lot of my money to my husband, who also gambled it away.
And my thing is, how do you give away your money to your husband when you're supposed to be a union? Meaning your money is his money and his money is your money. Y'all supposed to be together in your finances and y'all should be on the same page. Should be equally yoked.
And drank it away. I bought a lot of things, designer things. I took vacations, took my family on vacations and extended family members. I made a lot of bad choices financially. At the end of the day, those things were all my choice. As my aunt would say, I put the carriage before the horse. Instead of buying our home first, I bought our cars first, $50,000.
Because in my opinion, you are too busy trying to keep a man who don't want to be kept. A man that was sitting out here doing all kind of stuff behind your back. You rather put him on four wheels before you put a roof over you and your children's head. But hey, we jealous.
Cash. Well, 47,000 cash, 64 something thousand cash, $20,000 vacations, $27,000. So I did a lot of shit backwards, and I'm currently paying the price for that.
I showed that video of her doing the dance because you have to come out here and look like a damn billy goat and do stuff like that in order to get people's attention, in order to make some money. You look like a fool. We know that you do all type of stuff so your name could keep ringing in these streets, but ain't the way to go. Now, this young lady is a young lady that took her class, and she gave Peach her props in the beginning, when the class first started, but then she jumped off and got deep.
On back of part 2, and in this video, I'm going to explain to y'all how the class was and how it was going, for those that don't understand. So to start off, it was a 21-day class, waking up every single day consistently, just practicing words of affirmation, setting goals, just being...
I'm not going to listen. She said, Peach said that it was a class where you wake up your mindset. It was nothing about content creation. It was basically you building up your mindset. I can't listen to someone who don't even have control of their own life, their own marriage, their own finances, and you come on here and teach me what? And then you get on here and call women bitches and hoes all day and say they're jealous of you. And I'm going to pay you to say, teach me words of affirmation when I can look it up myself, and you don't even believe the words that you're speaking into yourself. If you did, you wouldn't be making yourself look so foolish.
Held accountable, basically, and holding each other accountable, trying to create a positive mindset.
But when people try to hold her accountable, like when she ended this class and just said she don't give a F, then she get mad and want to curse people out. How can you teach accountability when you're not willing to accept any? When you willing to take any?
So the class was good. In this class, Peach is personable. She wasn't rude. She opened. People actually were engaging. People were meeting their goals. People were sharing goals with each other. People were going in depth with themselves. I was finding out things about myself that I didn't realize. I was setting goals. I was meeting them. I was holding myself accountable because I knew that next day that I had to go in class and I had to make sure that my goals were met. Those small goals that I set for myself and those large goals that we talked about that we were just trying to speak into existence and already.
And you could have did all that by yourself. You have to be able to motivate yourself before you can motivate anybody else. And yes, this can be a good thing to be around like-minded people and to boost each other's self-esteem and hold each other accountable. But you have to be willing to do self-work before you can help somebody else.
Already gear our mind frame into thinking that they already had come forth already. Those were the positive things in the class. Those are the things that I like. If you're in the class and you took the initiative to be in the class, then you understood, the type of person that she was and the persona that she was given. Yeah, I don't care about the student that made a video talking about she feels some type of way. It's like I quit. No explanation and said, fuck y'all. And I don't care.
All right, Peter. You get your ass on there young man, and you say F the people that paid you to take a class. See, this is why I say, you know, she need to be humble, because somebody actually paid you for some stuff that they could have did themselves. And then you come in there with all these fake affirmation and this fake positivity. And once you take their money and you show them a little bit, then you go on the internet and be nasty. So the peach that they got in the group was a total different peach that she come on and display on this here internet, because the peach that she was in that group was fake as hell. And this is the true her. Her spirit is dark.
So the person that y'all saw in the video just now is not the person that was in class with us. So I'm confused, because how do we go from personable and care and the intellect to I don't give a fuck? It's giving two-faced, it's giving ratchet, it's not giving demure, it's not giving dainty.
It's giving exactly who Peach McIntyre is.
So let me tell y'all when the script flipped. Peach was late to class one day, and one of the students in the class with me decided to check her. The lady was going on about, a higher power told her to check Peach, blase, blase, or whatever. Peach refunded her money and was like, basically like, bitch, like, fuck you. Like, you doing too much. I gave you back your money. Shut the fuck up, or whatever. Fast forward to the following day in class, and Peach was like, at the end of class, she was like, oh, you bitches ain't engaging enough. Y'all ain't talking to me or whatever.
This is supposed to be somebody who's running a professional class. This is supposed to be a professional entrepreneur trying to teach you how to be positive, how to change your mindset. And then she comes in the class and say, you bitches is not engaging. You bitches not talking. So I'm not going to talk to y'all. Either talk amongst each other. You're horrible.
So I'm not going to talk to you bitches. And she just ended the class. She proceeded to then get on live and basically read about it, like big it up. She was like, oh, these motherfuckers wasn't talking to me, so I'm not gonna talk to them. They finna fucking go to class silent and be talking to themselves. I don't give a fuck or whatever. And she did just that shit. She got on the class and was like, oh, y'all write y'all goals, and was silent, dead. No background, no nothing. Came back and was like, read yourselves. Went back on. When it was time to close out the class for the affirmations, she was like, oh, y'all got that, write it, whatever, and ended the class. After that, she, did her thing, got online, and was talking about it, rah, 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 like it was all good, right? The following day, she show up. I seen she was on live, so I jumped in the comments like, yo, what happened to class? She addressed me and was like, oh, did wake up and don't give a fuck. So at the end, I'm like, okay, like.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, jeez. I could,
bitch, like, I don't pay my money at this point. You playing, right? The next day, she did the same thing. So I proceeded to jump back in the live again and was like, why you ain't come to class or whatever. She ignored my shit. I'm talking about I copy and pasted that bitch like 10 times. Ignored me like a motherfucker. So the next time I seen a video roll around or whatever, and she addressed somebody and was like, oh, I just canceled class. I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, damn, when the fuck she canceled class without telling somebody, that she canceled? We ain't get no fucking text, no email, no nothing. What? So I'm finding out like through the grapevine basically or whatever. That's what.
But this is what you call bad business. This is why you have to resort to sell your courses for $1.99 and 59 cents, because you're a bad businesswoman. And I just feel like anybody at this point who continues to take her classes and pay their hard-earned money deserve whatever they get, because this is the 100th story that has come out about how unprofessional she is, and she'll quit on your ass in a minute. So you just letting the depot you just take your money, robbery without a gun.
Proceeded me to make this video because I want to fucking answer. How the fuck you go from being personable, telling us about our goals, trying to open up and all this stuff, to basically like, fuck y'all. Like, I took your money. I paid for a subscription for 21 days. I want my full 21 days. Bitch, I told y'all couldn't.
Now, this video is her after the young lady in the nail situation. And look how cocky and ratchet she is.
For me. All them followers I lost. Yeah.
You can sit each one of them kids in between them gaps in their bottom teeth, and you come on here trying to be nasty to people. Child.
Got them back. Plus a little extra. Let's sprinkle a little rhythm. Can't cancel beach. Anyways, my For You page is also finally not about me. So bad today. Like, I feel.
Now, this is a video that she made after that girl Molly whopped her, okay? After that girl gave her the business. And her eyes still black to this day. And I understand why the girl did what she did, because her mouth too doggone smart. Months later, and your eyes still black. She gave you the crisscross applesauce up in that shop.
So, you know, but it is what it is. But I feel like I'm worthy of opportunities. I'm in my feelings.
This is another humbling moment, because had you not took your behind in that woman's shop trying to be cute and do too much, all for content again, because you had that phone in your hand and you fucked around and found out. Well, now you want to sit in the car and cry because you got exactly what you deserve. And then you had the nerves to go file charges on that woman after you go in there and get in her face and stand in her face with a damn phone. You got some nerves. And in my opinion, until you fix your doggone attitude, you're not worthy of opportunities. You shouldn't just be getting stuff and rewarded for this nasty behavior and attitude.
Over the place. I feel angry. I feel vengeful. I feel disappointed.
Why are you angry and vengeful? Because you brought this on yourself. You did this. Take accountability and move on with your day. You did this to yourself. That woman that come messing with you, you wouldn't go mess with that woman.
I feel dumb. I feel a little bit worthless. That part made me want to cry. Like, what you shouldn't have your worth bottled up into your money. Like, money shouldn't make you feel like you work.
But money changed you. Money got you thinking that you the man when you walk through. Money got you feeling yourself, got you smelling yourself.
Kids, teacher included. That was not cheating. Okay. It wasn't. Oh yeah, I went and washed your truck for me. Was it for me or was it for you?
She willing to cut, and this is a thing that I don't like. What goes on between you and your husband should be between you and your husband. Coming out here and putting your business out here and then getting mad when somebody asks you a question about what you have said is beyond me.
$68,000 in cash. I bought him this, and then I gave him $50,000 in cash. I gave this man hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I still got treated horribly.
Change your attitude. Now, I'm not saying that it's right for him to cheat. But when you give a man nothing to respect, he's not going to respect you. And that goes for anybody. You're uncouth, you're unkept, you're ghetto, you're ratchet. He gonna get out of you what he can.
I'm at this phase now where I don't really care about him that much. I care about me more, which I'm happy to be here.
If you cared about yourself more, then you would drop him if he is not giving you the love and respect that you deserve. So you can't possibly love yourself more, because if you did, you wouldn't accept this bullshit as behavior.
When I started on YouTube, my main goal was to buy my house cash. I still don't own a home. Instead, I bought my husband's truck first cash. I bought me a car cash. You know, I took a lot of family vacations.
Running up behind a man and having all them kids is never going to keep a man, honey. You cannot keep somebody who do not want to be kept. You can have 5711 kids. You can buy him as many cars and shoes and all of that. That's not going to keep him. You have too many kids to be sitting up here and worrying about buying him cars for cash. He got one. Let him drive that one. Focus on your children. You done spoil him. Huh.
I lost sight of my girl. So text me. She said, "Hello, my name."
Now this right here now, a supporter reached out to her and asked her for some money, which I don't feel like you should reach out to any content creator and ask for money, but her response is so disgusting.
Is, I ain't gonna tell y'all her name. She said, "I'm a huge fan. I'm going through hard times right now. I have 2 kids under the age of 2, and I'm having a financial crisis. I'm losing my car. Please help me if you can." Oh, I don't give a fuck about you losing your car. I done lost my minivan. I done got evicted. You think I'm...
When the first thing to come out of somebody's mouth about another woman is hoe and bitches, that's because that's what you used to being called. Because why she got to be all of that and all she did was ask you a question. You could have easily said, no, I don't give out money. But to get on here and respond to her in this manner, once again, for money, you don't respect yourself.
I'm gonna pay your motherfucking bills. Y'all hoes are smoking dope. I got 7 kids. Don't ask nobody with 7 kids to pay your motherfucking bills. What you do is you catch the motherfucking bus or Uber or Lyft or DoorDash. Ho, you become DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, whatever the fuck you gotta do to keep your...
And this is why her life yo-yos. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. It's because every time she do too much, God humbles her, but she don't think about it that way. God sit her down and make her think about her actions, but she don't know accountability. So she pass it off as it being something else.
Okay, because you won't get 50 fucking cents from me. That's one of my biggest...
And in order to be blessed by God, you have to also be a cheerful giver. You can't just be a taker. And that don't mean putting your classes on sale for 99 cents that you a good person. You still benefit from that. So in order to be a receiver of things, you have to be a giver too.
Pet peeves. And they got the praying hands. Girl, fuck you, bitch. And that's that. Why I stay is because, one, I'm scared as hell of what life looks like without him. So scared. Even though I could pay all my bills by myself, even though I have help with my...
You constantly let him know that you don't need him. But yet you're scared to see what life is going to be like without him. And that's why you holding on. So you're going to hold on to something that don't want to be held on because you're scared of being alone. If you can't deal with you, I don't know how you expect anybody else to.
My children, what does life look like without this man for real, for real? I've been with him for 17 years of my life off and on. I really can't. The thought of not being with him scares the fuck out of me. Even right now, it's just like...
The only thing that should ever scare you in this world is Jesus Christ. You losing a man and not being with the man should not scare you. You say you could stand 10 toes down by yourself, then stand 10 toes down by yourself. But to put up with all the unnecessary stuff that he put you through because you're scared to be alone is beyond me.
Going into panic mode just thinking about it. Somebody recently was like, you should see about getting counseling for your codependency, and maybe I should.
She should get counseling for a whole bunch more than her scared to be alone. Now these last 2 clips is just an example of what she have to do in order to make money, how she put herself out here to look disgusting in order to make money. I don't care how many videos you make with you and him kissing. Don't make us forget about the things that you done said about him and all y'all business you done put out here about him. Baby, he gonna teamwork make the dream work, baby. He gonna do whatever it take to stay in your good graces and stay in your pocket.
Fuck him every day. I really fucking.
Why? Like why? Why did anybody have to see that? Like that girl. Something is wrong with Peaches. Now she gets on here and she constantly belittle and put people down. This is the same woman that paid her husband $10,000, or at least said she would pay her husband $10,000 for him to watch his own children. You say that your husband is there because he like your Hello Kitty cat. But he's there, in my opinion, is because he's a kept man. You pay him to stay. You pay him to lay. And then in the event he want to get up and leave you, it's always mama's babies, daddy's maybes. You're going to be stuck with 8 kids. And you're constantly trying to have more and more and more. That's not going to keep a man. It's never kept any man on earth. Then come on here and call people all out of their name and call them bitches and hoes, but you're the one who didn't even know who your son's father was. You come out here and you tell all your doggone business, and then have the nerve to call somebody else, try to belittle somebody else. Now, we know that the husband has cheated on her numerous amounts of times. She came out here and said that it was this young lady named Barbie that she was getting really close to. And something told her to look into Wood's phone, and she did. And she seen him texting her saying he want her now. Then he embarrassed you again by messing with the teacher's assistant at your children's school. You need to be focusing on your marriage. If you're going to stick it out and work it out with him, you need to be focused on more about on your marriage than worrying about bitches and hoes out here on TikTok and on social media. You got bigger fish to fry than coming out here talking about people and talking about people how broke they are. And like I said, in order to be respected, you got to give him something to respect. You come on here, you tell all of his business, you belittle him, you degrade him, and you really think he respects you. You don't even respect yourself. What y'all got going on, we don't need to know about. You have a dark soul, in my opinion. And you need to seek some therapy. You need to heal. You're constantly passing off being nasty as you just telling the truth. But in my opinion, you just have a dark, evil spirit. You're displaying your nasty attitude for the world to see, and you okay with it. Whoo, honey. You thrive in chaos and confusion. And we already know that drama sells. But for a woman who constantly get on here and say, I don't got a husband and 7 kids, you don't act like a wife with 7 kids. You have a daughter that's going to look up to you. You have sons that y'all are raising, and all of y'all doing is teaching them how to treat another woman and your daughter what to accept from a man. You think your kids don't know this stuff. They go by more than by what you show them than what you tell them. then you such cold hearted, so dark hearted, you don't even want your husband children's to get to know your children. You had the nerve to say F them. If you didn't push him out of you, then F him. And you really think he gonna respect you just because they're not your children? Those are the siblings of the children that you did push out. You should have some more respect for them children, because them children are innocent. Them babies didn't do anything to you. Then you come on here crying about how your life is going down and all the things that you've been through, and you're facing adversity. That's one of your favorite words. That is phenomenal. But you don't want to check yourself. You got to check yourself, Peach. All the stuff that you do to people come back to you. What you put out is what you get back. It was this one young lady. She made a video about how they were at the Hard Rock Casino. And she noticed wood first. So she looked at wood, then she looked for peaches. She's like, oh, that's them. It was her birthday. She said she was turned up, and she walked over to them to speak. And Peach say, you was staring at my husband. I beat your ass or something like that over my husband. Honey, sugar, do we have to pull up the tape of you going to beat somebody behind? You still bearing the black eye from it to this day, and that's been months ago, moons ago. Don't ever threaten or beat nobody, nothing. Matter of fact, you sit down, honey. Or you fight with that mouth. You fight with that damn big mouth, because you squared up on somebody, go get you hurt. Even more than you are. You come out here and you project your inner anger onto people. You need to heal. You need to go get therapy and seek help for whatever you got going on in the inside of you. In my opinion, you feel worthless. You feel helpless in this marriage. And you come out and project your miserable self onto other people and to make them feel miserable like you are feeling. But you don't have to be in the situation you're in. You choose to be in the situation that you're in. You got to do better. But anyway, y'all, that's enough for me. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, and I'll meet you down there. Know that I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.